everybody, and welcome to Storm Reads. And today I'm going to be doing kind of a video for me because I forgot to put this part in my quarterly wrap-ups, my goals and stuff. I forgot a goal, and one of those goals was my NetGalley and Edelweiss books, and to make sure that I am trying to review those that I get from there. I'm really bad about getting a whole bunch of them and not reading them, and so this year I was wanting to try to kind of concentrate on making sure that I'm reviewing what I get, and I have done a fairly decent job. And I have more books, ebooks or eARC's, I guess, than I have listed here, but that's because I didn't include the ones that I've already read. And so I have 16 books to talk about, and so yeah, that's still pretty bad, especially since some of them have already come out and I need to get on those. If you watched my April TBR, you've probably heard about some of these books already, because that was one of my goals for April, is to work on some of those books. But basically, I just wanted to kind of do a rundown of my eARCs that I have, and so that I kind of hold myself accountable to trying to get these books read. And to make sure I don't get too many books out that I can't read, because yeah, my NetGalley percentage is really bad. We don't want to even go there and talk about that. Let me know in the comments though if you would like me to do kind of a little wrap up of the actual eARC books that I have done. I've been thinking about doing that. I mean, I read some of them last year that were for 2022, but I thought I could kind of do like a quick little wrap up of books that I've already read that I got that were eARCs. If that's something that you would be interested in, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. I'm always trying to think of some kind of video to do, and I never know what people might want to look at and what they might not want to, so you can always let me know. So the first book I have is These Deadly Games by Diane Urban, and this one came out in February, so from St. Martin's Press, and so I'm already behind. But this is a young adult thriller. It says kind of like, let's play a game. You have 24 hours to win. If you break my rules, she dies. If you call the police, she dies. If you tell your parents or anyone else, she dies. Are you ready? Sounds kind of cool. I don't know why I haven't already read this one, because it does sound cool. And I read All Your Twisted Secrets by this author, I think a couple years ago, maybe? I don't know. I think it was a couple years ago. And I liked it. I enjoyed the twist that it had at the end. And so I'm kind of curious to see what another book from this author, and so I want to read this one. Have you read it? Let me know. A book I'm currently reading is Saddled Up for Murder by J.C. Eaton, and this one came out in March, so I am behind. It's one of my favorite series, so why did I sleep on this one? I don't know, but I am getting to it, and it came out from Beyond the Page Publishing. And this one, I have a little thing here. It says, with a killer on the loose and a horse thieves plague in the area, it's up to Sophie Kimball to corral the clues and bring the outlaws to justice. It's one of my favorite cozy mystery series, and this one I believe is number 8 or 9. I can never remember in the Sophie Kimball series, but I really like it. Another one of my favorite series that I seem to be sleeping on again is Wedding Bell Blues by Lynn Cahoon. This is the latest one in the Tourist Trap series, and it also came out in March. And it says, in a California coastal town of South Cove, Jill Gardner, owner of Coffee Books and More, puts her sleuthing hat on when there's a murder in the dress shop. So this one, I felt like if I said too much about that one, it would be kind of spoilery, since it's like, I think, number 13 or 14 in the series. And so, yeah, just give you a little teaser. And another one, Hideout by Luisa Luna. It came out in March as well. And I don't know why I didn't get to this one, because I really like the first 2 books in this series, and I've been waiting for another book to come out in the series. So why on earth do I sleep on my favorite books? I don't know why. But this one came out from Doubleday, and it's had Alex Vega and Max Kaplan return, uncovering a network of white supremacists in their search for a long-lost counterculture hero. My only reservations on this one is I hope it doesn't get too political with the white supremacist thing. But I guess I'll have to read it and see. And so the next book I have is Decoy Training by Carita de Pinheiro. I probably butchered the person's name, so I apologize. But it was not going to come out of my mouth right. This also came out in March, and it's a Harlequin Intrigue number 2062. And look at the cover. I just grabbed it for the cover. There is a dog on the cover. It's a canine unit, and that's pretty much all I needed to know. And this one is about a man who needed a fresh start, and he's a former Marine, and like I said, canine. That's all I needed. And I really, really want to get to this one. Another one I have is Under Lock and Skeleton Key by Gigi Pandian. This also came out in March. I am really slacking on my March books, guys. I should have put a lot of these in my March Mystery Madness, and I don't know why I didn't, because, well, I do know. I was trying some older books instead of the newer ones, and yeah, this is what happened. Anyway, it says an impossible crime, a family legacy, the intrigue of a hidden room, and secret staircases. And this one is the first book in the Secret Staircase series, and it came out, or it's by St. Martin's Press. And I'm a little leery on some of the newer cozy mystery series, so I'm hoping I'm going to like it. But it sounds really cool, and I like secret stairway type things. The next one I have is Claiming Her Legacy by Linda Goodnight. It comes out this month from Harlequin, and it says, with her family legacy on the line, a woman with everything to lose must rely on a man hiding from his past. So, I mean, the cover, I got it. The cover just looks really cool. I mean, look at her there with her gun. It just looks cool. And then another one I have is Skandar, hopefully I say this right, Skandar and the Unicorn by A.F. Stedman. It comes out in May from Simon & Schuster. And it's short, soaring into a breathtaking world of heroes and unicorns as you've never seen them before. I mean, unicorns. What else do you need? The cover, unicorns. I was sold. And it's middle grade. A Duke for Diana by Sabrina Jeffries. This one comes out in May, and it's from Kensington. And it's the first book in a new series by Sabrina Jeffries. And I love Sabrina Jeffries' books. And I was really in a historical mood whenever I was skimming around on NetGalley. So that's kind of why I ended up with this one. So it's about a talk of the town trio of young women who've eschewed working as governess to utilize their talents for fashion, food, and music by running their own party planning enterprise, Elegant Occasions. And if they and their wealthy clients happen to find love along the way, it just makes their efforts all more rewarding. And I thought that was kind of a different take on historical, with them not being governesses and things like that, but having a wedding or party planning type thing. So I thought it might be interesting. Then I have Miss Morton and the English House Party Murder by Kathleen Lloyd. It comes out in May by Kensington. I don't know this author, but it looked interesting, and says, compelled by circumstances to accept a post as lady's companion to a wealthy widow, Lady Caroline Morton soon finds her duties entailing investigating murder. And I like historical mysteries, and so yeah, that's kind of why I got that one. The Natural Genius of Ants by Betty Culley comes out in May by Random House. And I got an email about this one from the publicist, and it just sounded cool. And I like to incorporate some middle grade contemporary. Mostly I read middle grade fantasy, adventure, horror, and stuff like that, mystery, but I like to kind of get a contemporary in there every now and then. So it says, a summer ant farm grows into a learning experience for an entire family in this coming of age story. And so I just thought it sounded kind of like it might be cute. I mean, ant farm. I mean, yeah. The Tuesday Night Survivor Club by Lynn Cahoon. It comes out in June from Kensington. And I really like Lynn Cahoon. I've read pretty much at least one book, if not most of the books from her mystery books that she has. She also has some romances that I've never read, but she mostly does mysteries now, it seems like. But sometimes I like them and sometimes I don't. This one sounds kind of cool, and so I'm always interested in trying at least the first book in the series to see what I think. And this one is about a survivors club, and it's cancer survivors, and they become sleuths in finding a missing member of their book club in a New Age Sedona, New Mexico. Not quite sure about the whole New Age thing, but I'm still kind of curious to give it a try. Then I have another middle grade, The Curious League of Detectives and Thieves, and I think that is the title of like the series, and the first one is Egypt's Fire. It's by Tom Phillips, and it comes out in June by Peachtree. It says, follow the world's greatest detectives you've never heard of in this madcap middle grade mystery. And I mean, look at the cover. It's cute. So I can't help it. Middle grade books get me every time. Bayou Book Thief by Ellen Byron comes out in June from Berkeley. Ellen Byron has one of my very favorite cozy mystery series that ended last year, and I was so bummed. But now she's got a new series, so part of me is super excited. The other part of me is kind of hesitant because it's a new series. Am I gonna like it like I did the other one? You know how that goes, right? And this one is about a vintage cookbook, a mystery set, and it's set in New Orleans. And I do like a good New Orleans setting, so I'm hoping that I'm going to like this one. A Botanist's Guide to Parties and Poison by Kat Kavari. I think I probably butchered the last name, sorry. It comes out in September from Crooked Lane Press. And then Saffron Everley is in a race against time to free her wrongly accused professor before he goes behind bars forever. And look at the cover. I'll admit, the cover is what drew me to it, and then it sounded kind of cool too, so I grabbed it. And I think this is the last one. Yep. The last book that I have on my list that I still need to get to is Death by Beach Read by Eva Gates. It comes out in June from Crooked Lanes, and I really like this series. It's the latest one in the Lighthouse Library series, and librarian Lucy's new historic house comes with a lot of baggage and family secrets. Can she put them to rest, or will a killer bring Lucy's family to their downfall? And so, yeah, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with this one. Okay, so I take it back. That wasn't the last one. It was the last one that I had written down, but then I remembered that I might have went to NetGalley and got another one. So that one would be Canter with a Killer by Amber Camp, and I do believe it is the first book in a new series. I don't know what the series name is, but it says it's perfect for fans of Amanda Flower and Molly Cox Bryan, and it's a debut novel that will be galloping through the pages as a horse rescue owner races to find a killer and clear her name. And I don't know of a lot of cozy mysteries that involve like horses and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I will admit that the horse on the cover got me. And this one comes out in November from Crooked Lane Books. And so that is the last one I have. And hopefully I won't add too many more to this list. Or at least maybe I will be able to check a bunch off before I add a whole bunch to this list. If this is something that you find interesting, I might make another list whenever I have added to this. I can tell you the other books. Kind of keep myself accountable a little bit. It was one of my goals for this year is to read my NetGalley and Edelweiss books. So hopefully it'll work. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.